Okay, is this thing on? Yeah, we're live. I think we're live.
Yeah.
We're live. What's up, everybody? And welcome to the 135th episode of Dark Avenger Live. It's been almost a year. My hair is a horrible mess. Well, you know what? It's just my hair. Every I think I did this last live show too. It's just a mess. It is. We'll live with it. So, ironically, Dark Avenger Live has not been around for almost an entire year. At least I'm not alone with the messy hair. So it's been almost a year, and we ended on episode 134, which is weird for me because usually I like to end shows on stop. I'm going to ask you to leave. Usually I like to end shows on 5s or 10s or something. It's kind of weird. I think a lot was going on, honestly, and it was just very busy. So we got Scotty, Legend, and Jesse just joined us in the comments. Now, in the description, I have a rundown of what we're going to be talking about tonight. Is that going to be an always thing for Dark Avenger Live? Is Dark Avenger Live actually going to be sticking around? That's what we're going to talk about tonight, and we could talk about the description as well, and we'll talk about a few things. But real quick, for everyone who's here early, Michael and I will be talking about 5 books we're looking forward to reading this coming Wednesday. Now, it's just on Frontline Live, we have a segment where we pick our number 1 favorite book that's coming out on Wednesdays. This is a small extension of that, and also Michael and I probably won't be on Frontline Live the next couple of weeks because Tommy, as you all can see, will be staying with me because Cindy is out of town, so he's going to be sleeping in here. Thus, I can't do live shows after a certain time in here, which is why Dark Avenger Live is 9:30, which is going to be pushing his bedtime a little bit. The comic reviews will be approximately around the same time, 9:30. Any other live shows I do will probably be during the daytime. It's just the way it is. Now, if it will stick, this top 5, I know that we do a really great top 5 review. We do a great ending segment where we talk about the books we're looking forward to coming out. Originally, I did want to go through the list of books that are coming out, but I know a lot of people who do that, and I know that a lot of people don't like sitting through all the books, especially when people get into discussions about several books all at once. And I don't want to be like every other. We want to make this live show something that's unique and different. And even the top 5 most anticipated books coming out for Wednesday is something I definitely want to work on because I feel like it's being done. I want to do something original. But for right now, this was kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision to do this episode tonight. So I'm kind of going to use that idea at least for the next couple of weeks because Mike and I won't be on Frontline Live probably anyway. So it'll give you guys a little bit of an idea of what we're looking forward to reading. Later on, we'll see if we can evolve that. As always, if you have any recommendations, any ideas, feel free to go on the Comic Frontline Discord. Under the Dark Avenger Nation is a tab called Dark Avenger Live, which is connected right here to this live show. And feel free to make your suggestions. Tommy will be with us at least for the next couple of weeks as well. I don't know if he'll be with us for the comic reviews. He might be in the background, provided he stays calm and nice.
And
why don't you show everybody your shirt?
Okay.
Because this past weekend was Batman Day, so Tommy's wearing his Batman clothes.
Where's my teddy bear?
Your teddy bear's over there, but that's not a Batman teddy bear, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
What are you doing? It's under the sheet. It's all right. It's there. So, more cookies. More cookies. So, yes, Tommy is kind of a co-host. Michael will be here at some point. He's busy doing something right now, but I've done Dark Avenger Live. I've started the show multiple times. And then Michael would join in. Jeremy Renfro, what's up, my friend? And JD, what is up, my friend? So anyway, let's. We do have an agenda for tonight. Whether it's sticking or not, we have an agenda. And the first part, I'm going to go in order of how I did it. So the Dark Avenger Live show, is it really back? Remember what I said. I don't mind if you play around. It's fun. But just don't go wild. You're not Animal. Like from Muppet Babies. Be like Fozzie. Waka Waka. No Waka Waka? You say Waka Waka all the time.
Yeah.
Waka Waka. Come on, you know you say it. He knows he says it, that's why. So anyway, is the show back? As you all know, I've been mulling around this idea for a while. What's up, Comics with Bueller? Mino getting agenda. And Tommy has a Spider-Man pillow. That's what he sleeps with at night. One of the pillows he sleeps with at night.
I'm covering his eyes.
Okay. So Dark Avenger Live, should it be back? I talked about it with a few people. I've thought about it for a very, very, very long time. And this is kind of going into the second part of the agenda, which is Let's Talk Podcast versus live shows. So the thing is, as you all know, I do a lot of things on YouTube. I Frontline Live. I have the Dark Avenger comic book review live. I have Twitch, which I've honestly been lacking on, but I did mention I was only going to be doing 1 or 2 streams a week. Haven't even been doing that. I have other videos I'm doing. I have writing and other things I'm doing behind the scenes, and fathering is definitely another one. So I do a lot of things, and one thing that I started, but then things happened with our family, as you all know about our father, and literally I did episode 0 of the Dark Avenger podcast, and right after that is when we got the bad news about our father. Miss Hustle's in the comments. What's going on, Miss Hustle? And that kind of put a halt on the Dark Avenger podcast. And I was going to do a 529 Ucast. Still want to do something in that realm. However, possibly as a live show. But we're not talking about that part of the agenda yet. We're talking about Dark Avenger Live. Is it back? Last week, I asked everyone watching, should we bring it back? And I asked people to bring it over to Discord. And not a lot of people talked about it. A good amount of people did talk about it, though. And since comic-wise, I rarely finish reading my books on Monday. As a matter of fact, I still have 3 queued up over here and another 6 altogether that I have to read. And that's for Wednesday's review. So, yeah, I think the comic reviews are going to probably safely be on a Wednesday. Justin, what's going on, my friend? So, with that being said, Monday is now opened up. And Monday is usually when we used to do the comic reviews. Now there's nothing to do on Monday. However, we're free on Monday, or I'm free on Monday. So that then goes to, what do we do? And Dark Avenger Live started off on this channel. It was the beginning of all the live shows, even though for some reason, and we talk about this all the time, the show's name changed so many times. But Dark Avenger Live does have an episode 1 through 134, this being the 135th, plus a couple of specials. This is 100, counting specials, this is the 141st episode, which it wouldn't make sense to jump from 134 to 141. So there were some specials. We're not counting. Jesse Johnson, what is going on, my friend? So we're sticking with the regular numbers, and the specials were specials. So this is 135. And it's one thing that's always been constant about it is, if it wasn't the crew, it was myself, Michael. We had some fun times. We had a lot of things we were doing. And then what happened was I decided to move all of my content over to Comic Frontline, my reviews, and Dark Avenger Live. For 50 episodes, almost an entire year, I did my comic reviews over on Comic Frontline. For 30 weeks, I believe, from 101 to 134, 34 weeks, or 3, whatever, I did the Dark Avenger live show on Comic Frontline. Now, here we are back again on Dark Avenger C86, and here's the show. But is this going to be a constant? Can we do that? Now, I want you guys to understand my scheduling right now. If this stuck. Oh my God, we have a Gen 1 person from Gen 1 that I'm from. We have Jean-Paul, Ace, Peter. How are you, my friend? Hashtag Brooklyn Boys for the win. We try. We sure try. So how are you doing, GPAP? Welcome in. See, this is why I like Mondays. I catch a lot of other people on here. 135 is impressive, plus all the specials. I know, right? And it's weird because it's over the course of many years. It's not literally been like 2 years. It's been a lot of years in between. But Monday would be this show. Tuesday would be Frontline Live. Wednesday would be the comic review. Skip Thursday. And then Friday is Zone 4 Live. As you all know, I'm part of the Zone 4 cast. So that's 4 out of the 5 regular days where I have a live show. But then I sat down and really thought about it. This show, pretty chill. I made a layout of what we're going to talk about this time, but normally I don't do that. Normally I let the comments, and I'm not ignoring comments. I see comments, and the reason I'm acknowledging comments, but the reason I'm doing this first is because I'm explaining my thought process on the first thing on this list. But most of the time, Dark Avenger Live, I like to let the comments kind of control where the live show goes. And that's what happened. That's why we ended up stopping Dark Avenger Live on Frontline, because things started to slow. Could have been the day, because we were doing it on Fridays. It could have been many number of things. But comments were slowing, and discussions, we were literally, and I talked about this on many shows, we were literally grasping at straws towards the end for stuff to talk about, for stuff to discuss. To the point where we're like, so how's your day? You know, we were making jokes about, so how's your day? How was my day? And literally it was just trying to stretch your day was great?
Yeah, it was great.
You were not sleeping.
Yeah.
I know you woke up. So that's why we ended up taking a break from the show. But due to popular demand and due to the fact that I see a lot of you are here, I decided to give it another shot because, I mean, who doesn't like live shows? I know Miss Hustle, if you follow her on Instagram, she loves watching tons of live shows each and every day. I see them shared all across her Instagram. And I'm like, you know what? And now, before we get into the second subject, I decided that it's been a year. We took a year off, and we don't know exactly what's, coming next for, other shows and whatnot. Let's put Dark Avenger Live back on the schedule. And if we have to skip a week, we'll skip a week, just like with Frontline. Sometimes Mike and I can't make it for Frontline. Sometimes I might not make it to Zone 4. Who knows? So, like all of those shows, let's put Dark Avenger Live back on the schedule. If we have to miss a week, if it just becomes too much and we need to take a break for a week, we'll take a break for a week. But for the most part, this is a chill stream. So is Frontline. Frontline is very chill as well. It's so chill that, I mean, look at how chill this boy is. Tommy.
What?
Chill, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a chill stream. So for me, it's not, I don't consider really any live show work. I just, when it comes to live shows are the best. I agree. It's just, when it comes to Frontline, we have our formula, as you all know. And when it comes to Zone 4, Brandt has his formula. And I wouldn't change a thing for either show. This show never had a formula. Honestly, never had a formula. It literally was hit the live button and let's talk. And let's just go minimum 45 minutes to an hour, maximum 2 hours. With Tommy, definitely maximum an hour and a half at most because he has to go to bed at some point. So, and we'll see if he's not good, he's going to go into the other room then. So, yes, Dark Avenger Live is officially back, baby. It's open? Yeah. Reopen, that's a good word. Yeah, we're reopened. We're reopened for business. What are you selling? Deep dish meatball pizza?
Meatballs and peppers.
Meatballs and peppers?
Mm-hmm.
What color?
Yellow and blue.
There's no blue peppers.
Red peppers.
Red peppers. He doesn't eat peppers. He doesn't even know what they taste like.
Yep.
Yep.
It tastes like potatoes.
They do not taste like tomatoes. You know what tastes like tomatoes?
What?
Tomatoes.
Mm.
So, yes, we're open for business, ladies and gentlemen. Dark Avenger Live is officially back with episode 135. What a number. Is mine? Yeah, he is mine. I'm Chris. So yes, he's mine. Yes. He does. Wait, show your muscle, Tommy, a minute. I want everybody to see. No. You gotta go like that. Yeah, now wait, look at that. He's got it. He's got him. All right. He's definitely got the family genes, that's for sure. But so yeah, now this is what the other topic kind of leads into: live shows versus podcasts. Now, as you all know, I have many podcasts. Be careful there. Be careful of the stuff on the. What I say? Are you acting up? I don't want to have to interrupt the live show every 5 minutes to remind you. The last chance. Now stop. You can be silly, but don't hurt yourself. Okay. The last time. Okay. So podcasting, I love doing. You all know that. The unfortunate side of podcasting is and ketchup. Yeah, that does taste like tomatoes too, actually. The unfortunate side to podcasting, and if JD's still in the comments, I'm sure he could agree, is the editing. The editing is what takes me the longest when it comes to podcasts. Editing out stuff I don't want said, editing out stuff, editing out dead space, editing out a lot of stuff. It just doesn't, it takes a long time. Doing the podcast is easy. Editing is what takes hours, plus adding music, plus adding this, that, and the other thing, an intro. It's a lot of work. So when it comes to a live show, click the live button. Have something to talk about. The editing is the grind. It's never 100. I agree. You can go back and edit a podcast a million times because you'll always find something. But live shows, hit the red button. We got the Great Legend show in comments. As I say, going lot. Now see, you got to see this guy. Come here. You see that guy right there? Stand up. Look, I want you to see. Look. Come here. You see that guy right there? You see that guy? See that guy at the Great Legend show?
Yes.
When you say live, that's the Great Legend, and he's always live. Remember, you saw him playing the pirate game. Remember,
yes.
we watched. Tommy watched the Great Legend once playing Sea of Thieves.
And Mommy made me a pirate.
Yeah, we didn't make it. Oh yeah, you were a pirate for Halloween 2 years ago. This was before Sea of Thieves.
Maybe.
So Tommy knows the Great Legend. So anyway, and it's ironic he popped in when I said live. When it comes to a live show, you hit the live button and you just go. You have an agenda, of course, or you at least have an idea of what you're going to do. And that's it. Live show's done. You let it edit. I'll be looking. Oh, thank you so much.
And I'm stupid slime.
You bet. So live show goes. You're done. You hit stop broadcast. Video edits. Comes out in HD. You're done. Just like a podcast, but with visuals. So the problem that I faced was I had podcasts I was planning to do, but I want to do live shows. And as you all know, I actually got a brand new phone that has streaming capabilities. As a matter of fact, from Instagram, there's IGTV, there's Twitch, there's YouTube, there's Facebook, and I'm never going to use Periscope because there's no point really for me because I don't know really that many people on Periscope, but there are a lot of places where you can go live. What did I say? There are a lot of places where you can go live, and I want to, but, and I've talked about this previous, Google Livestream makes it easier for me. Once you're done, bam, already uploaded. Exactly. And videos take forever to upload. The live stream, not so much. Actually, Miss Hustle, on my end, maybe it's because of my internet, it doesn't take me as long. But got a too sweet for all. Yep, that's right. So live shows are just natural for me. I mean, we were doing live shows, myself, Mike Spider Slayer, Cat, Brant jumped on earlier, early on when the first gen of Google Plus came out. We've been doing live shows on YouTube since Google Plus started. Well, before Google Plus started, because it was on a different program that then connected to Google Plus. I forgot what it was, but it was a live streaming service on YouTube that was Google Plus, and then Google Plus separated from YouTube, but yet it's still connected to YouTube. What's up, Shamar? So I don't know. But anyway, we were there when the live streaming started on YouTube. So this is natural. This is something that we've been doing, something that I'm used to, something that I'm familiar with. And as much as I'd love to provide podcasts, the one major thing was we were going back to SoundCloud. Unfortunately, finances did not allow for that. So to put a podcast on YouTube versus doing a live show, people want to see things. People want to see this boy with the big old thing on the head. So versus a podcast that you just sit there and listen to. And YouTube, unfortunately, when you're listening to it on your phone, doesn't do what a lot of podcast apps do, and it doesn't save your place. So podcast versus doing a live show. Podcast, a lot of work, a lot of editing, a lot of time, versus a live show that we do. It's up. Everybody can enjoy it during the live. I could talk with everybody, or post live where everybody can come on and enjoy the visuals and enjoy the conversation. It just makes sense. You're cute, apparently. What's up, Tevia? So for now, I'm not saying forever, because I learned not to do that. For now, we're going to take the podcasts and we're going to put them up over here. And we're going to revisit them later on. Maybe I'll find somebody who's willing to edit. Maybe I'll find somebody, or maybe I'll find a program that makes it easier for me to edit. Maybe I'll find a way to do something that will cut time. That's the main factor, is time. And in doing more live shows and streams and whatnot, something had to get cut. And unfortunately, it's podcast. However, like I said, with 529U cast, I do still want to do something with 529. However, I know you're there, JD, but I don't have the money to pay you. JD is an excellent editor, by the way. Anybody who would like their videos or podcasts edited, go to the Media Jack. Good price and very good editing. But yeah, it's also a time factor. The time factor of doing a podcast versus live shows. I'm taking into consideration the recording, JD, as well as the editing. I flatter you. It's true. JD edited my channel intro. Made it a lot better than I did. So podcasts are going to go on the shelf for right now. Not saying it's off the table. It's up there. 529UCast, however, can possibly be done live.
Daddy, I hear the dog.
I know. Sit down. Let the dog can't come in. You know what'll happen if the dog comes in. Put your hands down. You silly. So I'm thinking of doing a live show as opposed to a podcast talking 529. And I'll be able to interact with all of you. And if you sign up for the Last Ember Press newsletter, you get Celestial Falcon issue number 1 free, digitally, free. Issue 2 is in the works. There's a lot of things that we can discuss, considering, sticking with issue 1, characters, stuff like that. I've had reviews on the book already where there were certain things that I would like to address. So when will it be? That's a good question. I'll get back to you. It will more than likely be on a Thursday or it might take the place of a Dark Avenger live. That's what I'm saying. Substituting certain things for other things. And live shows you can do that with, because live shows are live shows, just with different titles. Apparently, Frontline Live had many titles. Why, I don't know. Just on holdish. Right. Wait, what? No, podcasts are not dead. No, Tevia, podcasts are absolutely not dead. It's just when it comes to me, I've noticed that I am a YouTube personality. And as much as I love doing podcasts, I love it. I love radio, doing radio. JD is a radio DJ. Oh God, what? 99.3 The Drive in Prince George, Canada. Hope I said the numbers right. I know it's The Drive. I know it's Prince George. But after that, I forget the numbers for some reason. Love his job. But editing and recording is a time factor. And if I'm going to do live shows, and we got Ryan in the comments, I'm correct, sir. Good. Miss Hustle, by the way, JD's from Canada also. I mentioned Prince George, so by now I'm sure you know. But I have a lot of friends in Canada. A lot of friends. It's too bad Doc and Howlett isn't here. And I think there's one other. Oh, Custom Bromstar also is from Canada. I love Canadians, eh? And Scotty's from Canada. That's right. Bitter Old Goons Gaming are from Canada. A lot of Canada. God bless all of you for tolerating us, because technically we're your basement neighbors. You know, if we were a house, you live on the second floor, we're on the first floor, and then Mexico's living in the basement. But we live underneath you. And thank you for not banging on the ceiling at all of the ruckus that we're doing down here. God bless all of you up there for tolerating us underneath you. I know you're from America, Tevya. They don't all say A Legend. I just say that. I'm looking forward to subjecting you to. I'm looking forward to the Canada quiz as well. I'll still be here, but understood. Thank you for being here, Jeremy Renfro. Thank you so much. But yeah, Canada's beautiful. Canada's a very beautiful state. We love your TV and pizza, to mention a few. Thank you. But Canada is so much more behind the times from the U.S. Crazy. It's also, you're welcome to move here to Brooklyn. Scotty, you're welcome to move here to Brooklyn. I'm sure Stay Puff, I know he's not in comments now, but I'm sure he could say that New York, we got a lot of stuff. We're too polite for knocking on the floor. We'd come down and apologize to you. No, you don't have to apologize. But anyway, I have an alarm. 1 second. Get your fingers out of your nose.
What was that?
That was the alarm reminding me that we have to feed the dogs, which I will do after the show. Sorry for saying sorry. No worries. But anyway, so podcasts are going on the shelf for now, not because I don't love doing them, because I absolutely love doing podcasts. Time-wise is the issue. And YouTube AdSense is gone, so everything I do is on my time, and everything I do is because I love doing it. And I love doing it, period. So free or not, Dark Avenger C86 is here no matter what. And I mentioned that when I lost AdSense, I said, we're not here to make this. We're here because we love doing what we do and making these videos. But this is on our time. So there's only 24 hours in a day, and I got to consolidate those 24 hours between many things. And live shows are more worthwhile for me of an investment right now. A what? You bet. So my investment is going to be in live shows for now. When podcasts will come back, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know, but it's on the shelf. We'll see. We'll see when that comes back around. And you guys have me on Zone 4. I'm on Zone 4 podcast, but you still do that again, and you won't be allowed on the show. You understand? So you still have me on Zone 4. What will we be reading? Oh, we'll do that in a minute. So let's talk about. I'm going to go out. No, you know what? I'm going to stay in order. So Rich Third, what is going on? And welcome in. And don't feel bad you're late for the party. The party goes on until the live button goes off. And even then, the party's still going on, just in the video format. So let's talk about this Wednesday. Unfortunately, Mike and I, like I said, won't be on Frontline Live this week. Will it change next week? I don't know, but I can tell you I'm sure we won't be on this week. So on Frontline Live, we like to talk about our top books that we're looking forward to coming out on Wednesday. Now, I know a lot of shows do this, and I also know a lot of shows go through Midtown or other comic shops and go through all the books. I'm formerly Batcave Rich. Oh, okay. I thought so. I wanted to be sure, but okay. Welcome back to YouTube, man. I'm glad you're back on YouTube. Live is a bit more exciting, though. I agree, Jesse, and that's why I've decided to go this route. But so this week, I have 5 books I'm looking forward to. First, and they're out of order. I am not a person who puts things in order. You all know that. Batman Damned. I'm looking forward to the first Black Label Batman. Well, first Black Label DC comic, and it's Batman. I would love to get the Jim Lee variant. I don't know if I did or didn't. I'll have to find out. I'll find out when I get my DCBS order. Justice League issue number 7. TMNT issue number 86. That is a very strong book. I recommend it highly to everybody. Go back at all 85 other issues. Return of Wolverine number 1. Skeptically. I don't know how I feel about the new costume. I don't know how I feel about Marvel. I don't know how I feel about Marvel at all anymore. And then the Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1 to a book that literally just hit its 5th issue. I feel like I hear milk. But anyway, those are the books I'm looking forward to. You are all welcome to list or mention any books you're looking forward to in the comments. Again, this is not a definite segment on the show. I don't even know if the show will have segments, but I do know we won't be on Frontline Live this week, so I want to discuss some of the books I'm looking forward to reading. One thing that does piss me off about Marvel, now that you mentioned it, Tevya, and I mentioned Amazing Spider-Man, I love how normal variants, like the Scotty Young variants or when they had the hip-hop covers, they were the same price as the regular book cover price. But Marvel knows the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game is super popular, right? So every single variant that is an Amazing Spider-Man video game cover is $2 more. So a $5 book is $7. Some of them are even $10. A $3 book or $3.99 is now $5.99, all because they knew the video game was super popular. So they buffed the price up. But watch, if the game was not popular, it would be the same as cover price. And that is why I did not buy a single video game variant cover. Issue 0 of Spider-Geddon doesn't count because that is the main cover. Because apparently issue 0 goes with the Spider-Verse, the video game Spider-Man. But I don't like how Marvel finds the popular stuff and raises the price on it. That kind of bothered me. And Marvel, shame on you for charging us an extra $2 per book. That is video game Spidey cover. That costume is awesome, I will say that. Oh, we're talking about. I like Spider-Man PS4 though. I will say that. Issue 0 does involve the Spider-Man video game. Yes, he is part. The video game Spider-Man is part of Spider-Geddon. Jeffrey, Comic-Con, Henson, what's going on? Welcome back in, sir. How are you tonight? So that was that. That's what we're looking forward to on Wednesday. Whenever Michael decides to pop in, if he decides to pop in, he'll share his top 5. But I think the game was awesome. But of course, Marvel, knowing the game was awesome and everybody loved it, wants to make sure they make that little extra dollar. I'm doing good tonight, Jeffrey. I'm doing very good tonight. Thank you so much for asking. Welcome back. Welcome to the returning Dark Avenger live show. But I don't like that they added those extra $2 because of it. Once you're NWO, or it goes that way forever. That's like, if anybody's following Hulk Hogan on Instagram right now, they're having a big NWO reunion at Hogan's Beach House in Florida, which is awesome. But yes, when you're NWO, you're NWO for life. I was Wolfpack. Only Marvel I'm reading, loving is Venom, Immortal Hulk, some issues, and Cosmic Ghost Rider. Only things I'm reading from Marvel that I'm enjoying are Amazing Spider-Man, X-23. I know I'm gonna remember some others later. Doctor Strange, I'm enjoying the art and story. Oh God, why is it leaving me? I know there's more than this that I read from Marvel, but those are the ones that stick out to me. Fantastic Four, obviously. And do I have any on this list? Let's see. Well, obviously I'm reading Infinity War because it's Infinity. Oh, and Domino. I'm enjoying Domino. Domino's like an out of the way thing. Yeah, that's Tommy's Spider-Man pillow. Tommy also has a group pillow, but he wanted to bring that one up. Justin Truden and the father of Truden were both in Marvel Comics. Oh, wow. I'm worried about Immortal Hulk. I've been loving the series, but I'm not too hot on how they introduced his father back into the picture. Yeah, I am still casually reading it. I'm not reviewing it anymore, Jeffrey, but I agree with you. I don't know how I feel about the father being reintroduced. It's kind of weird. That is nice pillow. Oh, good choice. He has that. He has Groot, and he also has Simba. When we went to go see my older brother in Pennsylvania, he saw it in a Walmart. He loved it, and my sister-in-law actually bought it for him, which I thought was really well. My sister-in-law, my brother, bought it for him, which was really nice because he had something he slept with for those 2 nights that we were staying with them. He brought it home, and he has that in his bed as well. But I don't want to bring so many pillows up. I told him to pick. He picks Spider-Man, but he does have a Simba also. Groot, he's hot and cold with. But anyway, long as father doesn't become Absorbing Man. Exactly. As long as the father doesn't become Absorbing Man, like in that horrible movie that we don't talk about, but I do have the movie or DVD of. Yeah, we're good. I wasn't too much. I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan. I got into this huge argument. I did a video, news piece, talking about Nick Spencer and Ryan Otley taking over Amazing Spider-Man. And then I also talked about the Immortal Hulk. And what bothered me, one second, because I think he wants to go out. What bothered me, he's playing with the dog, so he wanted to go play with the dogs. What bothered me about him, nothing bothered me about Immortal Hulk. The thing that bothered me was I had a commenter who was like, out of nowhere, I feel like I have a hair on my, oh, there it is. I got a hair. Out of nowhere, it's like, oh, Hulk is super strong now. He could even beat up Superman. It's like, I didn't even bring up the name Superman. But why would you say that on a Superman mega fans channel and not expect a reply like Hulk is strong, but I still think Superman is a bit stronger? And of course, it led into this humongous fight back and forth. The conversation's gone because it got really toxic towards the end, because while Jay, who joined the convo, thank God, was hitting him with facts, he started reverting into a 5-year-old. So in the end, I just chose to delete the entire conversation because it was getting stupid. And this person didn't want to stop. So I helped him. I helped him stop by getting rid of the conversation. That's pushing buttons. Exactly. And it's like, I didn't even want to bring up the debate. I don't bring up the debate because the Hulk is in Marvel and Superman's in DC. Let's face facts. Hulk is never going to be in DC, mainstay, and Superman is never going to be in Marvel, mainstay. Even if Marvel and DC bought each other out and were from the same company, let's pretend, they would never cross those two worlds over. There's no way, unless it's a Marvel versus DC. And again, it all depends on the writer and how he writes the Hulk or Superman. Every time Hulk fought Superman, though, just to be fair, Superman won, or they teamed up and the fight never finished. It's like Superman versus Goku. That is something that's from one side of the world to the other, almost. I don't even get into that debate because that will never, ever happen. But no Avengers of Spidey. Oh, Big Hero 6 is in Kingdom Hearts 3. Cool. Oh, yeah, he switches pillows every day, Miss Hustle. He'll probably switch. He probably will. Speaking of Spider-Man, how do you feel about Miles Morales coming back? I'm okay with it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yes, like technically speaking. They did cross over. Yes, they did several times. What was the last comic you read? Wait, Chris, what was last comic you read? The last comic I read was Plastic Man today so far. B, game you played. The last game I played was Destiny 2, and that was last night to get that grind on because I got to get to 540. C, anime movie I watched. Now that's a hard one because it's been a while. I'm not sure. I know the last anime I watched was My Hero Academia. Movie-wise, I don't remember off the top of my head. You watched that Hulk vs. Superman fan-made movie on YouTube? Yes. I love the animation on it, but I love how he always keeps it in the middle. Superman vs. Goku was Death Battle. I love Death Battle. Death Battle does science right. Red Dead Redemption 2 I might sit on. I might sit on that for a while. Apparently from solicits was Superman number 6. It looks like John is coming back, but he looks older. All I know is Bendis likes to put his mark, as any writer should, and Jay's right, because I mentioned this, and he said, all writers like to leave their mark on a character. But Bendis likes to leave a zinger, so my worry is Bendis is going to try to leave a zinger with Superman before he's done. You asked me that, Tevi, already. I already answered that. You should get into anime, Scotty. I really like anime. I would recommend Twin Star Exorcist. That was a good anime. There was a few good animes I watched. But anyway, going back to the comics, though. Oh, wait, what was it? Were we talking? Oh, it was in Death Battle. Yeah, Goku versus. I don't do that. What was a zinger? A zinger means it was like, gee, how do I explain a zinger? It was insane. It was like a real insane kind of thing is a zinger. That's what I mean when I say a zinger. It was a real zinger. It was really crazy. It was really something. But kind of an extreme version of something. And then the last thing I have to talk about, and then we'll just chat amongst each other, is the DC Streaming Service. Yes, I've been using it. Yes, I've let Tommy watch on it. And yes, it's awesome. And I didn't watch today's DC Daily. Probably will right after this live show. I love it. I'm enjoying catching up on Batman the Animated Series. I've watched an episode of Lois and Clark, which was cool. And yes, I own all the DVDs. Not Batman the Animated Series yet. But I own a lot of DVDs to a lot of the stuff that's on the streaming service. But man, oh man, do I love the streaming service. I'm not going to get into the community yet, the chat community yet, because I remember the DC comic message boards, and so does Jay. And I remember how, I don't want to say toxic, because that's a strong word, but it was bad. The message boards were pretty bad. And I'm going to wait and see if that's what happens on the streaming service, because if it is, if you get those mega, like really mega commenters, or those kind of like, I got to use the word toxic. You get those toxic people that will reply back and bash on you for doing something or not doing something, or your opinion especially. Yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. So I'm going to wait and see how the community on the streaming app is. Now, this is a paid app, so obviously there's going to be, it's not like anyone can be on this. It's whoever pays for it. So we'll have to wait and see. Yes, Richard, I love those zingers. Zinger to me is like a tasty Twinkies. That's actually good. And I also do like the DC Dailies half on YouTube, and then there's an exclusive part for the app. I got DC Fever, watching all my Bruce Timm DVDs now. Yeah, exactly. Should we stream the Canada quiz? It could be fun. I'm ready for your use 6 categories, 3 questions each. Thing is, I got to get categories and questions for you, JD. It's been super busy over here. As soon as I get America questions, absolutely. Also, I've got to think of good ones. Unless you just want to test me on you. If you want to just test me on you, then that's fine. I just don't have really much for America yet. But if you want to just do it the one way, that's completely cool with me. I need to check the server. We can do one, then the other. Okay, that could work too. Let's see. I just got the DCU today. Message boards were very negative and people saying that they are canceling. Okay, so see, that's what I mean. Too damn soon to judge now. The thing is, they're not remembering how Netflix was when it started. They're not remembering how Crunchyroll was when it started, or Hulu, or any of the other streaming services. They're expecting perfection, everything, and more day one. I'm excited for Titans, Swamp Thing, Harley Quinn. You know, there's a lot of stuff coming. They couldn't bring it out when the app first came out. Let them quit, Rich. Let them leave. Let them cancel their service, because you know what? They're going to miss out on the best parts when they come out. Exactly. Nothing's perfect at the start. As a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. I'm watching all Lois and Clark. Yeah, nothing's perfect. I'm sorry. They proved that they're adding stuff little bits at a time on Batman Day. They dropped the app 3 days early. 3 days early. 3. And then on Saturday, dropped several more Batman movies, Batman animated movies. They dropped a lot on Saturday. 3 days after they opened the app up to everybody. 3 days early, as a matter of fact. So yes, I have a lot of faith in the DC comic app. I have a lot of it. DC Daily. They were nice enough to put a nice amount of it on YouTube, but they still have streaming service exclusivity stuff as well. I like. I like having exclusive. I won't watch it on YouTube, though, because I had to find the place where the YouTube one ended and continue the one on the DC service. Half hour. It's like watching an actual DC comic Monday through Friday show. I like it. It's cool. And if I miss it, I can literally miss an entire week and then binge all 5 dailies if I want and skip around if it's stuff I already know about. People give up way too fast and expect perfection at launch. I paid $75 for 13 months or 14, no, 13 months or 14, one or the other. I plan to see it through and beyond. I'm going to be getting the Disney one as well. I'm hoping if the DC streaming service can finally give us Super Son. Oh my God, Tebby, I give up on you. What is perfect? Exactly. There's no such thing as perfect, normal, etc. Internet is always a mixed bag. YouTube comic community is so encouraging. It's awesome. Scotty, I hate to say this. You're part of the encouraging and we are very positive side of the comic community. There is a negative side as well. We just don't go there. We're positive, and we like to accentuate the positivity within the comics and community. So every light side has a dark side. The gaming community, there are toxic people, and there are nice people. The comic community, unfortunately, there are toxic people in the comic community, but there, thank God, are more nice than toxic people on the YouTube comic community. So that's a plus. Crunchyroll is pure. Well, I don't have Crunchyroll, Jeremy, so I can't agree or disagree with you. People are getting mad at bandwidth. Of course they are. People need to get mad at something. YouTube community became awesome and very encouraging. I've made a lot of good friends from starting a YouTube channel. Exactly. Exactly. And you can't please everyone. I agree. So the people who are canceling, go right ahead and cancel. Less bandwidth that's being taken up by the DC streaming service so I can enjoy what I'm watching. You know they're going to half of them resubscribe. I promise you half of them are going to resubscribe when they hear reviews of Titans or Swamp Thing or any of the other new shows that are going to be coming out. When they hear a show that they're very, like if Stargirl, what's Stargirl? Yeah. If Stargirl or if Swamp Thing or any of the programs that are going to be exclusive, Young Justice, if they get huge reviews, I promise you half of the people that are canceling are going to resubscribe. Like that. And DC should up the price for them. But they shouldn't at the same time, because that wouldn't be good. Because if they up the price, then that means we're going to be upset. So, at the same time, they're going to come back. Need good people on YouTube and Twitter. Twitter, I don't frequent on as much as I should. Comic community gets really confusing. I don't agree. I don't think so, Tevia. People have opinions. Some agree with each other, some disagree with each other, some like things and some hate things. We're all individuals and we all have different opinions. I could love Amazing Spider-Man, but there's someone out there that hates Nick Spencer's writing. I could love Detective, but someone else could hate it. I hate the way the X-Men are going, but there's someone out there that loves X-Men right now. It's just the way it is. Everybody has a different opinion. Yes, this is a hashtag good vibes only stream, channel, as well as Frontline. Dang, it makes sense, though, Chris. I appreciate the good energy for sure. Oh, yeah, I try. I try to give as much good energy as I can. I figured you'd resub. So you were subbed and then canceled, Tevia? When it comes to Reddit and Tumblr, beware. I know about Reddit. I've heard about Reddit. They eat people up on Reddit. I agree, Jeffrey. Oh yeah, exactly. It's a low price, also. I mean, $7 a month, $7.99. I paid the $75 up front, so I don't even have to think about paying once a month. I think though, after the $75, it goes to $7.99 a month. After that, I don't think they're going to do another year. I think they start doing the monthly after that. I think this was just a pre-order fee for the first time. Then after that, it's $7.99 a month after that, which is fine. $8, you don't even, believe me, you don't recognize $8 out of your account, especially if you got money coming in all the time. $8 is like a spit in the bucket. Think of it. Netflix is $12, but everybody has Netflix, almost everyone, not everybody. $8, not a big deal. Exactly. It's less than 2 comics. And if you're buying from Marvel, it's less than 1 comic. Them $10 books, man. But, yeah, so that's it for the agenda. Now we're just shooting it for, well, it's already almost 10:30. Wanted to keep the show at about an hour. So we'll talk for a while, and then I'm probably going to head off. You and your brother do great skits. Have you guys ever thought of doing a movie, uploading it on YouTube? Scotty, Brooklyn Boys 13, Epic Story. 4 seasons. 12 episodes each season, I believe. And yeah, we've done it. Yeah. We've gone in, we've done a whole series. Bad, we didn't have great special effects. And I'm not saying that we're like, pro actors. You'll see a lot of laughing in the middle, but we've done it. We've done a whole series. We have. Not to mention the new Super Mario Brothers show and the Spider-Man and Superboy show. Scotty, we've been on YouTube for 11 years. And before this channel, Brooklyn Boys 13 was the only channel I was on. And we did like 10 videos a week. So yeah, we have a lot. There's a lot of, if I was to die today, you would have at least 10 years worth of content before you caught up to everything up to this point. All right, have a good night, Jeremy. Don't work too hard, my friend. Yeah, okay. Marvel charges way too much. I definitely agree when it comes to that. That I truly and honestly do agree. They charge way too much. But yeah, Scotty, we've done a lot of work. I mean, we had AdSense. We worked our butts off for that AdSense, and then YouTube decided we're gonna change that. back to doing work for free. Oh well. You could see how affected I am. I've not made anything off of YouTube. So I can legit say I'm here because I love doing what I'm doing. And not say that and then get a nice $2,000 check in the mail every other week. I do this because I love it. Period. There are very few people that'll say that and not make a single dime off of YouTube or sponsors or something. Yeah, I started when I was 19. Crazy. Real crazy. I started when I was 19. We took a break. Came back on YouTube full-time 20. And there we went. We're going on 12 years. That's right. Oh, no. We're hitting 12 years next month, October. So I've been on YouTube 12 years. Because I'm 32. So that's how long we've been on YouTube. Anyway, what about doing angry? Man, you know, again, Tevya, time and making sure it's enough time for everything. Angry Italian, I might have time for one day, you know, for one video. Again, this is not something that, you know, I have a lot of time to do, so I've got to do what I can when I can. So Angry Italian, always on the table, no promise. Is that a Cyborg Superman rated the Superman on your wall? Cyborg Superman was my all-time favorite. Still is. This one, yes, and it's signed by Dan Jurgens. It is 4,486 out of 10,000 signed copies. That is Cyborg. And then over there, I have Steel. So I have Steels. I have Cyborg Supermans. I do not have Superboy, and I do not have Eradicator Superman signed. One day, I do have the books. One day, if I ever meet Dan Jurgens, I'll bring those two books, have him sign those, and I'll probably end up putting them, the four together. I also have Death of Superman signed by Dan Jurgens, Brett Breeding, and then the other one, Dan Jurgens, Brett Breeding. Those were two Christmas presents my mom got me way back when I first started into really collecting comics, like hardcore. So. Will Tommy get his own show soon? Soon is a relative term. If he ever does ask for one, I would probably give him a show on here before I would give him his own channel. I mean, at some point, I might let him have his own channel, but he definitely has to be older. He's way too young for his own channel right now. So he would have to be here. Speaking of Reign of the Superman, are you looking forward to that movie? Yes. What show are you enjoying most on the DC Streaming Service? I'm enjoying everything I'm watching, man. I really am. Just came back in Green Lantern's last issue. Oh, wow, really? I got to check that out. I love the Grim Fairy Tales he got. Which one? There's Grim Fairy Tales 125. There's Grim Fairy Tales 122. Well, that's Robin Hood. So which of the two are you talking about? Because that one I got from, I forget what year that was. I think this was the second year I met Pat Chan. This one was the last Comic-Con that I went to. I had him sign that. So on Death of Superman, I know they have different color labels. What is the meaning of that? Every Superman is a different color because back in the day, both, but I prefer the black hair one. Oh, you prefer Sela. I like that cover too. Back in the day, they didn't do like, you know how it was a different cover when they did second printings? Every color Superman is a different print. This one, I believe, is a second print because it doesn't have the barcode, if you notice over here. It has their names. I don't remember what the color of the first print was, but I do have several Death of Supermans. I have several different print runs. I do have, I believe, a volume 1 of it, but this is a volume 1 for sure. The baggie only came out with volume 1. So this is a volume 1. And you're going to all think I'm insane, but when I got this for Christmas, and I don't care that it's signed, they don't sell this baggie in many places. They didn't when I was a kid anyway. I opened the baggie to look at the comic to see if it was a volume 1, which it is. And I wanted to see also the armband it came with, the print, the card. So this is a volume 1. That I believe is a volume 2 or 3. But this is a first printing. That's a third or second printing. But this is first. But yes, I did open the baggie. It's my book. I had a few people that literally went off on me because I said I opened the baggie. It's my book. I'm not selling it. I'm never going to sell it. And I'm not going to CGC it. So, hell do I care? It's my bag. Back up to the top. Celestial Falcon, how's the writing session going? Going great. Me and Brent are really hammering it out. We talked about that. Now that Henry Cavill is officially gone from the DC movie U, what's your take on it? As long as it's not Michael B. Jordan playing Superman, because I'd like tradition to stick with Superman. Unless we're doing an Earth 2 Superman, then obviously it doesn't matter. But WB already mentioned they're not doing another Superman movie for a while because they really screwed up with the other 2 Superman movies. I don't blame them. They want to focus on Supergirl. So basically, we're not going to be seeing a Superman movie for at least another 10 years. So I don't think they're worried about finding another Superman yet. They'll wait 10 years. Everybody will forget about Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, and then they'll go back into it. I have a white label one, but my friend has a green. This is a yellow. I think the green was a third or second. I think it's the opposite. And the white one, I think, if it has the barcode and not the names of the writers, that's the first printing. And I agree with Tevia. We're not 100% sure Henry Cavill left yet. They're still in talks. Believe me, if the right numbers hit, Henry Cavill will be Superman again. Would you recommend Stargirl comics on DC Universe? Yes. I love JSA. I read a fair amount right before the New 52 started, and I loved it, and I regret not buying it way back when. So I would definitely say check out Stargirl, and then I'd say check out JSA as well. I know that the omnibuses came out because Firestorm was talking about that. How's the comic selection? Right now, Ryan, it's in the middle. They're putting down major issues, but they're not putting everything. Don't expect everything to be there. But I feel as time moves forward, they're going to put more and more stuff there, if that makes any sense. But I would say it's got a good amount of comics, Ryan. I think you'd like it. Going to... I answered Ryan. There. I have my Barbie #1 in plastic, and it's driving me nuts. I want to read it. You could read it. It's your book. There's no shame that you like Barbie. God bless you. Barbie's cool. Any opinion on Defenders getting canceled on Netflix? I didn't know there was a season 2 in the works. I'm ready for Supergirl, even though I love Superman. I'm okay with. I think that there's a Supergirl TV show, and what hurt Smallville was when Superman Returns came out. So if the Supergirl movie bombs, I mean, already Supergirl has like a either love-hate relationship on CW, but again, I say there's a Supergirl TV show. Let that run its course before you do the movie. WB is trying to double dip in the worst way. That's why I say when it comes to Marvel, their movies are excellent. Their comic practices suck. And when it comes to DC, their comic practices are excellent, amazing. And their movies suck. They're literally the yin-yang of each other. I was hoping they would put a lot of their older back issues. They might. Ryan, they are. They will. I know they put a lot of Batman stuff right now, that there will be more. Michael B. Jordan, I'm a fan. We'll see what happens there. If they put Michael B. Jordan in the main universe Superman costume, I'm officially done with DC Universe as far as the movieverse, I'm done. Because there's a line that you don't cross. That's literally like casting somebody of a different race as Falcon or Black Panther, or it doesn't, unless it's Earth 2. If it's Earth 2, duh, it makes sense because there was a Black Superman for Earth 2. And honestly, I'd like to see an Earth 2 movie now that I think about it. But still, there's tradition. And there's, what's the word I'm looking for? I like to keep characters the way they are. I wouldn't change Falcon, Black Panther, etc. Just like I wouldn't change Batman, Superman, Supergirl, etc. I believe leave the characters the way they are. You want to create new characters, cool, awesome. But you don't mess with the legacy of the character. And that's messing with the legacy with Michael B. Jordan. Not saying he's a bad actor. He's an excellent actor. Love him. Except in Fantastic Fail. But we don't talk about that movie. But as far as being Superman, if it's the main Superman, no, I don't. I don't agree with it. Batman, the animated series, or Superman. 100% Superman. Love Superman. They said they will upload more comics starting in October. Well, that makes sense. Did you ever see The Simpsons episode with Lisa Lionheart, though? I know what you're talking about, Scotty. Stay Puff is in the house. What is going on, Stay Puff? How are you, my friend? Did you make any videos yet? Yeah, something like that. It was a good one. Fantastic Fail was really it wasn't Michael B. Jordan's fault. Fantastic Fail was the company's fault. Michael B. Jordan was just playing a role. So, Mr. Stay Puff, have you done a video yet? I was born in the 80s, too. I was just born in the late 80s. I was an 86 child. So I'm more of a 90s. But yeah, I'm waiting for Stay Puft to start making videos. All right, Legend, thank you for popping in. I'm going to be heading off in another 5 minutes myself because I got to get Tommy to bed. It's already 10:40. I got to fix the whole room up and have to do a few things. And I'm actually on a little bit longer than I expected. But again, I can't stay on too late, and it's already late. I'm already hearing stuff in the other room going on. So anyway, not yet. I'm waiting. And Stay Puft, I mentioned this last time, and we got Miss Hustle. I don't know if she left our Discord, but we got Miss Hustle on Discord. Stay Puft, if you have Discord, you got to join us on Comic Frontline. We have tons of awesome, fun conversations. I'd love to have you on there. So if you have Discord, the link's in my description to join Frontline's Discord. If you don't have Discord, consider downloading it and come join us on Frontline. We have a good time. Miss Hustle, I don't know if you're still there because I know that Scotty tagged you in a few things, and I don't think you had popped on to see them. Speaking of Fantastic Four, I'm just wondering, how do you feel about Dan Slott's Fantastic Four? I did not read issue 2 yet, so I'm going to have to. Okay, so you are still on the Discord, Miss Hustle. I didn't know. I'm going to have to join. Rich, join. The link. There you go. Scotty shared the link. Rich, join. Feel free. We have tons of conversations on the Discord. I would love for you to join. I would love for Stay Puft to join. And we got Miss Hustle on there. I don't know if she's still on Discord. I know you're here in chat, Miss Hustle. I meant on Discord. It is a good time. It's a good time. There's a lot of categories. There's movies, TV. It's literally everything. I'm still on Discord. I'm supposed to be. Now I'll have to message you to make sure. Okay. But yes, if you join, we will have, I will have you all set to go. There we go. With that, I think that before my family goes nuts, I got to get my son to bed. So, round out this show. I have it on phone also. I'm still a bit lost, but I'm trying to get the hang of it. Hey, Miss Hustle, anytime. I'll check it out. Definitely stay up. I think you will really like the community on Comic Frontline's Discord. The Dark Avenger Nation is all stuff that is from this channel, my Twitch, etc. Dark Avenger Live. So if you'd like, I'd love to have you on there. I love having Miss Hustle on there finally. Rich, I know we'd love to have you on there. There's a lot of Batman fans on there. Good to see you again, brother. Jeffrey, I'll be back every week as long as always, keep an eye on Discord and Twitter. Jeffrey, man, join the Discord if you have Discord. I don't know if you're on the Discord. We have so many people on the Frontline Discord. But Jeffrey, if you have Discord, join the Frontline Discord, because if I don't tweet about it, I post on the Discord when I skip a show or if I have to skip a show. So definitely. And if you're not on the Discord, I will try to remember to tweet it out. Oh, Jeffrey's on. I just got the notification. We have somebody who joined. Jeffrey, congratulations and welcome to Frontline's Discord. I will say it in the Discord. And for some reason, it made me spell your name Pure. There. Yeah, Stay Puft and Rich, definitely jump on, man. Guys, and we'll have nice conversation. Oh, definitely. You can share. I think Legend wanted the link when I said I was on. Definitely. Absolutely. We would love to have the Legend on the Comic Frontline Discord. 100% agree. Definitely. Legend, I believe, belongs on there with all of us so we can talk comics, new and old, because I know Legend has a ton of old books as well. But join the Discord. We have lots of really great conversations. And because I'm not really Twitter suave, as they say, I will be. I am building up my Twitter ability. I will tweet out if I cancel a show. But on Discord is where I drop news like shows like Dark Avenger Live coming back. We started talking about it on the Discord. I have not tweeted a thing about it. The only thing that's been tweeted about it is this show. So I do have to get my Twitter ethic up, though. I really do. But as always, keep an ear out to know if a show is canceled. I only write if a show is canceled. I never write if a show is on. So until further notice, episode 136 will be next week. Monday, same time. Might end a little bit earlier because I think I'm going to get hung when I'm done here. So thank you all so much for being here. I love each and every one of you. Don't forget to check out Frontline Live tomorrow night. Unfortunately, Mike and I will not be there. And then come back here on Wednesday. The Dark Avenger comic book review will be happening. We will be discussing all the books that came out last Wednesday. Take care, everybody. Keep reading, keep collecting. I'll see all of you in the next episode of Dark Avenger Live. It's back, baby. Later, everybody.